Good afternoon, YouTubers. You can tell it's Saturday and I'm not camping again. There's something happening out there at the land where I go to those ponds and that creek, and there's some stuff going on there, divorce and all, and so access to back there is cut off for a while. But I got irons in the fire. I got several different people working on getting me more places to camp, so hopefully next weekend, today's the 6th of April, hopefully by next weekend I have another place to camp, either on a pond or a creek, and I'll be bringing more videos camping. But now I decided to go ahead and do the cleanup on this big old 3-burner stove. See, it needs a lot of work. So I'm going to break this thing down, clean it up real good. I got some sandpaper and I got wire brush. I got hopefully what I need. I bought some Krylon. It's emerald green. I was going to get the hunter green, but this is a little bit lighter. Looks more like the stove itself, so I got that color. And I got the heat resistant paint, where I looked at it at Walmart and all they had was black. So I want to get some metallic colored, so I'll do that one on the next video. But I'm going to take it all apart, get it cleaned up, and I'm going to shut it off right now and get set up. Alright, I'll take this all these screws right here out first. Hopefully they ain't stuck in there too bad. That ain't bad. So far so good. There's usually one, just about always is one that will not come out for nothing. This side's good. Alright, I'll go down on the other side. I'm not in my mama's shed today. I'm in the shed here at dark. He's nice enough to let me come in here and make this video. Plus I have a little bit more access to tools. Need something to put all my screws in. So far they're coming out good. Yeah. Ooh. Woo. Boy, tell you one thing I got to do before I go any further. Can y'all see that black widow right there? Hold on just a second. Oh, there's a big old black widow in this thing. You can tell this thing has been put up for quite some time. Will make her all upset. Alright, there's a little something I gotta do before we start this. I'll turn the camera off for that. Alright, the Black Widow problem is solved. I hate it for her, but anyway, hope there ain't no more in there. I don't know what's up under this thing. Well, I gotta finish taking it apart. Alright, we'll try it again. Alright. I had this thing up in my room for a couple of weeks. I'm telling you how long she been in there. I think this just screws out. I think. Maybe not. Okay. You know me, I'm gonna figure it out as I go, guys. So go ahead and take these plates off of here. Now then, you got to remember these flat ones and crinkled up ones and flat, crinkle, keep them in order. Put them in there like that. A little bit bigger screwdriver. Maybe I should have watched the video on this before I did it, huh? There's that one. And this thing, if you remember seeing the last video where I put the pump in it and it was blowing real black smoke out of here, I think I just found out why. Dirt dauber nest down in there. So no telling what you find taking this thing apart. So I'll take this one off. Put all this in my bucket. And I'll take some steel wool stuff and clean all that up good. Boy, there's dirt dauber nests everywhere up under here. Let's see. Turn this off just a second and figure this out. Try not to make this too long. Alright, I had to go get my little bitty can of WD-40 and my flashlight and figure out how to get this thing apart. There's a little clip that goes on the end of that deal there. Hold it in frame, Henry. And that was a booger to get off of there. And I couldn't run the camera and get my two flathead screwdrivers and hold the phone and the camera at the same time, so got it off anyway. Slid the rest of it out of there, and there's all kind of crud coming out of it, as you can imagine. Got these little bolts on the bottom. I'm gonna take this on apart and clean it up real good. I'm not gonna show every bit of that. I'm gonna just get the wire brush and go crazy, knock all this junk out of here that I can, and I'll come back to you in just a minute, but I ain't gonna show all that. Alright folks, I spent the better part of the last hour and a half going to town on this thing with that wire brush. Took this thing all apart, got all the dirt dauber nests out of it, cleaned it up good, ready to go back together. I took it off of there, took them 3 nuts off. You can tell 100% better. Took that off, hit it hard with a wire brush, wiped it down real good with that WD-40 rag, shined it up good, did the whole inside of this thing. I took the wire brush, wood chisel, getting all the dirt dauber nests. It looks 100% better, especially since I took the WD-40 rag and just wiped the crap out of it all over. Brought out a little bit of green, got about 10 years of dust and dirt off of it. Took the lid slap off of it. It was crooked. I straightened it out, cleaned it up real good. Ain't a whole lot you can do with that lid, but it looks 100% better than what it did. But it looks a whole lot better. I'm gonna put it back together. I'm not gonna put that right there back together, but I'm gonna put it together enough to fire it up and see how good it's gonna work. You remember last time I had it running, the middle one, it just burned real black yellow. I'm just gonna scrape these off real quick, put them back on, put it back together, and fire it up. See what happens. See if it's worth going ahead and sanding down real good and painting it. I'm not going to try to make it, you know, mint condition or nothing, but also I was cleaning this little jewel up. I did put Gorilla Glue that knob back together. Got a rubber band holding it on there. But I was looking everywhere on this thing trying to find a date, and it's up under these tabs. This was born in June of '79 is when this stove was made. June of '79. And the lantern he gave me was July of '78. So 78, '79 is when these come about. It is a 426D Coleman. 426D Coleman, made in the USA. But I'm probably going to put a little paint job on it. Probably paint this tank back red. It used to be red, you can tell. And just, I don't know if I'll go back painting this or not. I mean, it looks pretty good, but I might shoot some paint on it if I can find the metallic colored heat resistant paint. If not, I'll just go back with that. But alright, I'm gonna put it back together, fire it up, let's see what we got. Alright, I just wanted to show these rings. You got flat ones and little crinkled up ones and everything. I done cleaned them all up and put them back in the order they supposed to be. That flat one's on top. Got this little flat piece that goes in the bottom right there. And you can tell where these were sitting right on top of that. Take my little top, stick that right back on there like that. Then I'll stick it back on top of that one there. And stick my screw back in it like I done that one right there. And I'm just going to finish putting it back together. You know, my 3 screws went in the side there. Got one back here on the back. And I'm just telling you this, I ain't going to show every single thing. And I got to put that little pin back on in there, which is going to be really fun. So, but I'm going to have it back together in just a minute. We're going to fire this thing up. Alright folks, the moment of truth. I'm so proud of how this thing is looking, but we're fixing to see how it's going to run. That's the main thing. If it ain't going to run good, ain't no use in finishing up painting and all that good stuff. But I pumped this thing up about 35 times. It's already pumped up. Got to have that little lever right there turned up, which I kept getting confused on my lantern I was trying to light. It's supposed to be down, so I'm fixing to see about lighting it up. See how she goes. It burnt yellow like that for a while last time. It's supposed to be good blue flame. It's burning a whole lot better than it did last time, I tell you that now. You feel it starting to even out. Turning it up. See, it's cranked all the way up. It's looking a lot better than it did last time, I tell you. That top ain't turning pitch black, smut black. It's not putting out black smoke. I'm going to put this lever down. This is still the old fuel in this thing. And maybe that's why it's still pretty yellow. A little more yellow than what I like. One more pumps. That thing is burning a lot better than it was. There's still something not quite right. I don't know. I'll turn that off. And it is pretty black top. It did turn it kind of smutty looking again, didn't it? Well, I don't know. I'm going to post this video anyway and have a continuation in the next video. Alright, I just took the tip of this generator here off, cleaned. It had a bunch of junk right up in there. I cleaned it out good, took the generator off, checked out all that stuff inside there. It looks good. Clean that out, run a piece of wire in there, and that little wire sticking out now. See if that had anything to do with it. Might have been partially plugged up or something. But alright, I'm going to fire it again real quick. It's getting late. It's about 8 o'clock at night. I've been working on this thing about 3 hours. So I'm just going to try it one more time, see if it looks any better. Whatever I did with my lighter. There it is. See if it looks any better this time. I do believe it does. I do believe it does look a lot better. It ain't kind of whipping like it did before. It had like a spiral to it when it was coming out a while ago. I think that helped some. I do believe that helped a lot, for real. Oh yeah, that flame settling down a lot, turning blue. A little bit more blue anyway. Turn this lever down. Yeah, I believe it's burning a lot better now. I think that'll cook. Not putting out no black smoke or nothing. I believe that's gonna do it. Looking a whole lot better than it did. Well, alright. I'm fixing to break this thing down. Well, I'm going to take it apart again. Finish cleaning it up real good. Like I said, it looks 100% better than it did. So I'm happy with that. Alright, folks. Stay tuned for part 3.